What up, YouTube? Just wanted to make a response video for the Joe Budden podcast, Rory and Mal versus Joe. I seen a lot of comments on YouTube, so I really wanted to make a video that was geared towards people really understanding the situation at its core. Now, once again, I'm not a friend with these guys. I don't know either one of these guys. I don't know Joe. I don't know Rory or Mal. I just know me and I know business. That being said, I have 8 years of experience being in the financial sector, being a financial consultant. And for the most part, I think overall what I took from this situation was that most people don't understand the difference between employees versus profit partners. Now, for this type of situation, I think what's the best to understand was that Rory and Mal are not employees. And when I say they're not employees, I mean that everything they do and everything that's put into the business is put into their direct contact. So pretty much everything that happened between them joining the podcast up until Joe becoming successful enough to start getting deals and whatnot, basically that wouldn't make you an employee, right? If you're an employee, you don't really have to build anything. You're coming to a position that's already built. You're not out here orchestrating deals. You're not out here getting profit partners. You're not out here getting a percentage of business and income. Employees are giving a certain position because they have no input whatsoever in the foundational structure of the corporation. Where with Rory and Mal, they were profit partners. When you say profit partners, you have to understand that profit partners is separate from employees. You can't be an employee and a profit partner at the same time. That being said, profit partners is a little bit more different, where basically you're given a certain percentage of income on the overall business of the entire IP. So with Joe Budden, right, there's a Joe Budden podcast. He has multiple different things going on. Because Rory and Mal helped him directly to build the brand, then basically what ends up happening is that you get a bunch of people that, once again, are working on one thing all together simultaneously, and everybody's efforts are being put in. Now, in the sense of deals and things like that, that doesn't really have to do with asking for accounting for your profit sharing. When you do anything with a partner and or a business in general, you're already going to have the guidelines put down just so you can understand what you're getting into. No one's going to say, hey, listen, I know you didn't put anything in, and I know you didn't give me any deals, and I know, you're bringing nothing to the table, but let me give you a 10% margin over all of the deals. That's unrealistic. So even when you speak about it, Rory and Mal are not employees, people. They're just not employees, because employees, like I said, once again, employees mean that you're coming to something and everything is already pre-set up. You don't have to do no investing. You don't have to do no sweat management. You don't have to do anything of the sorts. So I think that's the biggest thing overall for people to take from the Rory and Mal situation. I think that most people don't have the know-how and the savvy, and I think that's something that Joe manipulates more than enough time with his fans. Like, it's pretty obvious that people don't know what they're talking about in the sense of Rory and Mal's position. So I can say overall, it doesn't make much sense for Joe in the sense to not give over accounting. He actually gave over accounting prior to before that. So it was just not the proper accounting. But even goes to show you that he understands what being profit partners mean. That yes, you have to give accounting to show the income so that they know how much money is being allocated to them. It doesn't matter if Joe is the owner of the IP. It doesn't matter if they don't have no percentage in equity or the IP. What matters is that Rory, Mal, and Joe are all business partners. And because they're all business partners in an entire business, in the sense, every single piece of income has to be accounted for. And in my industry, I haven't been in it a long time, but all I'm going to say is if an accounting company makes a $400K mistake, that's not heard of. I'm just going to say this. If a multi-million dollar accounting company makes a $400K mistake or puts in wrong information, that's not realistic. That's not something that really happens intentionally, unless they're making, they're working with somebody to basically cohort an information. That's the only way I could see it. I've seen, numerical mistakes, right? I've seen integer mistakes. I've seen pretty much, placement mistakes, but I've never seen a company say, yeah, well, we put 400K in the wrong slot. So once again, it's a lot of things that happen overall, and I'm not saying that Rory and Mal are getting scammed or there's something fishy going on. But what I am saying is that realistically, there's something going on with the business. No matter which way you look at it, dealing with major corporations. I've worked for 2 notable top 5 investment bank firms, and with those firms, they screwed me out of money, and then I had to sue them to get the money back. And they literally was like, you can't come back on premises unless, you're not going to ask anything about this money. So that's why I'm basically saying that in this case, in terms, I'm going to have to side with Rory and Mal, because even the way that Joe sent out the message didn't really make me comfortable at all. Like, he didn't make it comfortable to the point where he was actually firing employees. Like, he was trying to he did everything as a way of controlling narrative, and I don't think I respect that a lot in this sense. I don't respect people who try to control a narrative when there's only the truth in this situation. And the truth in this situation was that, once again, Rory and Mal, they asked for something. Joe thought because they were friends that they didn't need to ask, or if he was paying them more, he didn't need to, reveal this information. And ultimately, he didn't do the proper things to make his partners very secure, because you have to remember, when you're a partnership, it's different than an employee basis. A partnership can come and go like instantly because of bad reputations or bad mismanagement of money. There's so many different things, but employees you could get at any point. So that's one thing I could tell. Like, with Rory and Mal, they were obviously partners, because at the end of the day, the value of them two being on the podcast outweighs more than Joe just being on that podcast by himself. And I know a lot of people are going to hear this and be like, well, that doesn't make sense. Joe is a rapper. But you have to realize is that, with anything that comes with success, with anything that comes with, sellability, what it really comes down to is what you were doing exactly in that position. When you go to court, the court's not going to say, well, yeah, Joe Budden had a podcast before Rory and Mal just jumped on and that's it. The case is won. No, that's not how it works. They're going to look at everything that's happened. They're going to see where you made the most profit, and they're going to say, all right, you made the most profit here. Rory and Mal were with you during that period of time, so that means indirectly you were not making profit prior to this. So it doesn't, it's just like a prenup, right? You can't get a prenup if you had no money before the marriage and your girl invested the minute she saw you. You can't get a prenup with that. That doesn't make any sense. But if you had an entire multi-million-dollar business built and then you decide to get married, then yeah, I could understand from that point. So that's all I'm saying is that, I don't want to make this long. I don't want to make this short. But at the end of the day, if Joe wanted things to go right, he would have treated his business partners like the partners they were. And if he felt as though they weren't bringing anything to the table, that's a simple conversation. You don't need to go on live and do all these messy things. So I've been waiting really to speak on it, because I want to see how everything was going to play out. And from everything I've seen, like I said, Rory and Mal, they did the right thing. They broke bread the right way. And I can't really be mad at them, because once again, I've been in the position of owning a business like I do now. And I've been in the position where I'm helping friends out for a business. And that's what ends up happening a lot of times. People think because you're friends, they could do certain things to you and you could get over in it when it comes to business. But that's not the realistic case. If you're actually saying we're going to do business together, then it has to be a clear communication in all aspects. Even if you feel as though you could send accounting the way you're doing and someone's rebuttaling you saying, no, you can't send that, then you need to explain why, because this is business. If we go to court and you don't provide accounting, the judge is going to ask, why didn't you provide proper accounting after they asked you? And you're just going to be looking so that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, there's a lot of legality to what Rory and Mal are saying. if you have a standard business contract and you're agreeing for someone to go ahead and do a certain thing the way they're supposed to do it, then they have to abide by those means through the entire contract. And it's simple. So Rory and Mal, they're not employees. They're profit partners. Profit partners means exactly what it means. They're profit partners. Partners in profit. Any money that comes in needs to be allocated, needs to be, analyzed, needs to be ledgered down so that everyone knows who's getting what piece. And that's simple, And, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to probably make a couple more response videos for whatever's happening, on the news. I'm going to look on, news outlets and whatever and get like a little response video. But other than that, just check out my YouTube channel. Try to subscribe. I don't have any other videos up because I'm restarting my YouTube channel. So for the most part, as you can see, I hate saying that's my biggest pet peeve. But I'm back. I'm trying to put something together now. So you'll see a lot of content from me in the sense of uploading videos. I'm doing my stream on Twitch. I'm doing some unboxing. So I will be doing, some Yu-Gi-Oh! Unboxing videos soon. I have the Blazing Vortex right now, and I have the Dragon of Legends complete set. I'm going to get a couple more stuff in the mail to basically unbox. But other than that, I should be doing an upload video most likely. Today is Tuesday, so I'll be doing most likely an upload video every single day, Monday through Friday. These type of videos are just much more easier for me. Before, when I used to do my videos, I used to edit them and all that, and all of that doesn't really matter to me. I just want to get the information to you guys, get the debate, and get the comments going, because that's what really matters to me at the end of the day. Like the community circle, that community circle is what matters most. So all that other fancy stuff I could, take and go. But yeah, so I have the unboxing videos. I'm waiting for one more box. I have a couple Pokemon boxes. I got a couple Yu-Gi-Oh boxes. We're going to do that. I got some StockX Jordan unboxing I have to do too. So we're going to get to that. They're still in mint condition. I have one sneaker I did wear though, but I still want to do the review on it because it's, it's still my favorite. But yeah, just check out my channel. Subscribe if you want some juicy content. And just be on the lookout, and if you feel like we talked about something important, get down to the comment section and just continue the conversation. Like I said, do you guys feel as though Rory and Mal are right? Do you feel that Joe's in the right? Do you feel that, the term profit partners is being misunderstood? Do you feel as though that this shouldn't have been aired public? Let me know, because that's the thing. Everyone comes on YouTube and picks and choose sides. I'm here for the intellectual people that really just want to have the conversation of what's going on, I just want to give my opinion. That's it. And my opinion, like I said, Joe, unfortunately, in the wrong. If you're doing business, you have to conduct it in a more professional behavior. Even if you own an entire IP or whatever it is, you have to conduct yourself in fashionable behavior. If it's, signing a contract, you have to amend to contracts, because once again, your word is your bond in these situations. Like if you have anybody else you're going to do business with, why are they going to do business with you if they know that you break contracts? So, no contract breaking, that's bad. So yeah, reach back out and follow underneath, and we'll get back into it very soon.